Oh, that was cool.
Hello and welcome back to The Hauntline, the show dedicated to SoCal haunts and events. The haunt season may be over for a lot of people, but it's definitely not over for the folks over at Fright Farms. And today we're going to review their event, which was a lot of fun. Located at the SilverLarks Park in Norco, this 20-minute experience takes you through the city of Hilldale during a zombie apocalypse. Now, right off the bat, I want to say that I didn't really get scared too much at this event. However, I really enjoyed the way that they told their story, and that alone makes it worth a visit. So let's break it down. We got a 7 o'clock time slot on a Sunday, and we waited about half an hour for the experience to begin. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a terrible wait time. However, I'd be very curious to see what the waits are like on a Friday or a Saturday, which are typically busier. This experience is led by a performer playing Sheriff Deputy Stearns, who guides guests by leading a caravan of about 5 to 6 cars in a golf cart. One feature that I really enjoyed about this haunt is that most of their story was told via FM radio broadcast. As you move from scene to scene, all of the sound effects and all the narration are coming through your car's speakers, which is a very effective way of telling the story. The journey begins at a military outpost tent where we get a few details about the origins of the outbreak and where we witness our first zombie attack. From there, we move on to the next scene, which features a fun diner facade and a zombified diner employee who attacks the sheriff and the convoy. We then head to the Parker Family Farms, where we are introduced to a new character who joins our convoy after their family is zombified. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the way that they designed their sets. They used shipping containers for walls, but on those shipping containers, they had printed backdrops draped on them that really helped to set the scene. It's simple, yet it's very effective. I especially loved the farmhouse set, which combined a practical house facade with a printed backdrop. Super, super clever. The next scene takes us through downtown Hilldale, which features more printed backdrops and some wrecked cars, and then we reach the final scene that wraps up the story. Now, I must admit, I did wish that the finale was a little bit more exciting, and some of the action didn't really line up to what was being said on the radio. I also wish they had used their LED walls to help enhance the finale instead of having them just be a set piece that we drive through. My only other critique is that the lighting could have been a little more theatrical and dark to set kind of a spookier mood instead of just flooding the scenes with light. However, that means more gear to rent and also more design time, so I totally get why they didn't go with that. And that's it for Fright Farms. The event also included a kid-friendly route that we didn't do for obvious reasons. However, it might be something to look into if you have some young ones that also aren't over Halloween. There are 3 kinds of tickets you can get, and all ticket prices are per car, and they are all the same no matter what day you choose to go. A Fright Farm only ticket is $75. A Not So Spooky Farm only ticket is $65, and a combo ticket to both is $100. After taxes and fees, the ticket came out to a total of $86.56, which is comparable to other haunt events this season. But I must admit, if you're looking for intense scares, then perhaps it won't exactly be worth the price for you. But if you're looking for a fun, theatrical haunt experience, then if you can, safely gather 4 people so you can divide the cost amongst each other so that you're only paying about $22 a pop. Overall, I really enjoyed what Fright Farms did with their presentation. They did a lot of things that I wish other drive-through haunts had done, and for what was their first attempt at a haunt event, it was not bad at all. If they come back next year, I hope they step up the scare factor a little bit, but they immersed us in a fun story, and that is enough for me. And well, that's going to do it for this episode of The Hauntline. If you went to Fright Farms, let us know down in the comments below what you thought of the event. Don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter for the latest haunt news. You can visit us on the web for links to all of our stuff. And you can also download our podcast for more haunt fun. And until the next time, thank you for calling the Haunt Line.